Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm really excited because I have 9 fragrances to share with you in a huge perfume haul. Most of these were purchased by myself, but a couple of them were generously gifted to me from Twisted Lily, which is an online fragrance boutique, and they sell a lot of really beautiful niche fragrances. So if you guys are interested at all in shopping at Twisted Lily, I do have a 10% discount code for you, which is Alithia10, and I will have all of those details in the description box. So some of these fragrances were blind. Most of them I had smelt before. There's a couple that might be misses. Most of them are incredible though, and I love them, and I'm really excited to share them with you. So let's jump on into it. And if this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Alithia, and on this channel we talk mostly about perfume. So if that is your thing, make sure to head on down and subscribe, and feel free to head on over and follow me on Instagram as well if you like pictures of home decor, minimalism, decluttering, and of course a whole bunch of perfume related content, and maybe my cat here and there. And with that, let's get started in today's video. So you guys, let's start off with a cheapie, and this is Brazilian Crush CHEIROSA 71. So I think a lot of people are worried that because I've been talking a lot about niche fragrances lately, that I'm not going to be talking about cheapies or designers or anything like that. And I want to reassure you guys that that is 100% not the case. I will always talk about affordable fragrances and designer fragrances because I love them myself. And yeah, I know that niche is kind of a new and can be a challenging world for many people, myself included. I'm still very much discovering niche myself. So anyways, I wanted to assure you guys that I will always be including affordable and designer fragrances. So this is the Brazilian Crush CHEIROSA 71, and this is the caramelized vanilla and macadamia, and the notes that you have in here are caramel, macadamia, white chocolate, vanilla, sea salt, and coconut nectar. What this really smells like to me is just a warm, cozy, caramelized sugar, kind of a nutty, chocolatey scent. This is perfect for fall, you guys. I also have the CHEIROSA 62, and I have the 62 and 39, and I have been thinking about getting the other one, but I don't know if I love the other one as much as these ones. But this one is my current favorite because it's perfect for fall. This is so cozy and cuddly. It's a very simple fragrance. It's not complex. It's the perfect kind of perfume to spritz on yourself when you are just going into bed, or just going out to run some errands, or maybe going to the gym, or cuddling on the couch, Netflix and chill movie night. It's just a very cozy, warm, yummy, delicious scent. And yeah, I absolutely love this, you guys. I think that the other two are a little bit better suited for summertime. The blue one and the 62 I think are a little bit more like summertime vibes, where this one is definitely more fall and winter vibes. So I love this. It doesn't last crazy long, but it's not terrible either. But it is a body spray, and it's really affordable, and I kind of like just having these simple fragrances around when I just want to smell sweet and feminine and not too fussy. They're just really good and really easy, and you can spray them like crazy because they are very affordable. So that is our first one, Brazilian Crush CHEIROSA 71. So next, let's go with one that is a little bit more high-end, a little bit more pricey, and this is from Louis Vuitton, and this is Coeur Battant. And this one I actually had an opportunity to smell when I was on vacation, and I love this fragrance, you guys. If you've been keeping up with my channel, you know that I also recently got a Trap Rev and a Contre Moi, but this was one that I really liked when I smelt it, and I just haven't been able to stop thinking about it. I also have a sample. I've been wearing the sample, and I just really loved it, and I thought this would be the perfect summertime chypre fragrance. So first I want to give you a little close-up of the bottle. I love the Louis Vuitton bottles, you guys. I just absolutely love that they look like a little flask, and I really like that you can't even see the little plastic straw in there, like the little thing that the perfume comes up out of. You can't hardly see it. It is blended in so well, so it just looks like a little bottle of juice, and I just think it looks really chic. I also love the lids. Ooh, they are magnetized, so this is what the lid looks like. So gorgeous, you guys, right? I just love it. It's a very heavy lid, and it's also magnetized, so you can actually pick up your bottle from the lid. It's quite a strong magnet. So what does this fragrance smell like? It smells very fresh, very unique, a little bit mossy, a little tiny bit sweet, a little bit fruity, but it's mostly just a kind of a fruity, floral, mossy fragrance. And I love fragrances that have moss and oak moss. If you like something like Chloe Nomad, this would be one that you might really enjoy. It has that sort of oak mossy chypre style to it. Also, if you like Cali Citrus, this is one that you might want to check out. So this has notes of pear, cascalone, and ambrette. In the middle you have Egyptian jasmine, narcissus, and ylang ylang, and in the base you have moss and patchouli. And when I first spray this fragrance, it does have a bit of almost a sharp freshness. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's almost like a sharp freshness, not in a bad way, just a very classy, sophisticated, expensive smelling way. And I think that's coming from the cascalone. By the way, I don't know what cascalone smells like. It doesn't really give a very good description online. It's just kind of a fresh, watery scent. There is also some sweet pear in here. And once it's on your skin for a few hours, not even a few hours, for half an hour, it starts to get quite sweet. And I get a lot more of that jasmine and that pear, and it's just gorgeous, you guys. And this thing lasts forever, forever, forever. My cat, I'm sorry, my cat's making a lot of noise. So this would be an amazing summertime fragrance. So not really the right time of year to purchase this, but I just loved it so much that I didn't want to wait. So in the dry down, you get that sort of sweet pear, jasmine, mossy accord. And let me just take the lid off here so I can refresh my memory. Yeah, this is just a beautiful, luxurious, expensive smelling chypre fragrance. This would be perfect for everyday daytime in the summer. This would be a perfect office scent. This is a bit more of a mature scent, I think. I don't think a lot of younger women would love this. If you like something like Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum or Coco Mademoiselle, this is something that might be up your alley. This is not as sweet as Coco Mademoiselle, but if you like those sort of patchouli floral fragrances that have a little bit of a touch of sweetness to them and you want something very sophisticated that smells classy, expensive, this is a great one to check out. It's a very chic, classy fragrance, and it's beautiful, and I love it, and I cannot wait to wear this one for the summertime. So that is Louis Vuitton Coeur Battant. So the next one, you guys, is this huge bottle that barely fits on my camera, and this is Carolina Herrera Good Girl Légère. So another designer fragrance, and this is one that I didn't ever see myself owning in my collection. I have actually owned this before, just about 2 years ago, and I did declutter it because I wasn't properly testing my perfumes a couple of years ago. I thought that this one gave me a headache. I thought that it was too sharp. I just didn't love it a couple of years ago. And I also had the original Good Girl, and that one I still don't know if I love Good Girl. I'm not going to say I might never love it because I really do like this one, but the original Good Girl just isn't for me. First of all, I'll give you a nice view of the bottle. It's really big, so it doesn't really fit on the camera very well, but it's a beautiful silhouette of a shoe, obviously, and then it has the little gold heel, and I really like that it's a graduated kind of an ombre effect color. So this one I think looks very, very classy. This one, you guys, I've been trying for the last couple of months on and off in my local store, and finally I just decided to get a bottle because I think this is a very beautiful and sexy grown woman scent. So this is a slightly lighter version of the original Good Girl, and this one is a little bit different because it's not quite so deep and heady, and I don't want to say dirty or dusky, but the original Good Girl to me almost has a bit of a heavy, dusty kind of scent to it that I just can't get with, at least not yet. This one is a little bit lighter and fresher. So it opens up with ylang ylang, mandarin orange, lemon, and bergamot. In the middle you have jasmine, tuberose, orange blossom, and Bulgarian rose. And in the base you have dulce de leche, tonka bean, praline, cinnamon, sandalwood, cashmere wood, amber, patchouli, musk, and cedar. So I do have it on a strip here. That's the only thing that drives me crazy about these bottles is you can't come up to it and smell it because there's no lid, so the top just doesn't really smell like anything. To me, this actually smells very classy. I would say that personally, between this one and the original Good Girl, I find this one to have a bit of a classier edge to it. I don't know what it is, but I think it's more sophisticated and more ladylike and more mature smelling. And so it does open up with a little bit of a freshness, and then very soon it starts to develop into that very familiar kind of gourmand, deep floral, white floral thing. This isn't as complex or deep or dark as the original one, but it has a hefty dose of those gourmand notes. It does have the praline, it does have the dulce de leche, and this is just super sexy, you guys. This is very sensual, very, very sweet. I think this would be amazing for a date night, and I just love the way this wafts off my skin when I walk outside. This is one that I reserve specifically for date nights. This is going to be in my date night arsenal. I haven't had a chance to actually test it out for a date night, so I will let you guys know how it goes. But yeah, I just really like it. And for a long time I kind of fought the idea of bringing it back, and it doesn't give me a headache the way that I thought it did a couple years ago. Yeah, this is Carolina Herrera Good Girl Legere. I really like this one, and that is the newest addition to my date night arsenal. Okay, so now let's talk about a blind buy cheapie that I got from Fragrance Buy, and this is Armani code Luna. So I was actually interested in this one because of Gabriella Francesca. I believe she is the first person who I saw talk about this one, and I think she got it as a blind buy as well, and she seemed to really like it. So anyways, I'm kind of careful with blind buys, especially blind buy cheapies, because I find that most of the time they do not end up staying in my collection. Very rarely does a blind buy cheapie end up sticking around in my collection, and this is one that I don't think is going to stick around. I just have too many perfumes that I love, and I have too many perfumes that have really good lasting power and are more unique, and yeah. So this one, let me just tell you what it smells like. This is a lighter, more shampoo-y sort of creamsicle version of the original Armani Code. Armani Code for women was hugely popular back in its day, and I think a lot of people still really like it. And then we had the satin and the cashmere, which both were also pretty popular, and I think they're both discontinued now. And I think that's kind of a shame, because I actually really liked the satin and the cashmere. I thought they were very potent, very sexy, very unique, and very beautiful, and they are very difficult to find. So anyways, this one has notes of bitter orange, bergamot, petitgrain, and pear. In the middle you have orange blossom, osmanthus, mirabelle, and in the base you have vanilla, tonka bean, leather, and cedar. And so let me just take the lid off here. So the bottle's quite pretty. It's like a frosted glass bottle, and to be honest, it kind of is smelling a little funky at the atomizer right now. I don't know if it's because it's probably an older bottle or what it is, but on skin it smells okay. This is not bad. This, like I say, smells a little bit creamsicle-y, a little bit shampoo-y, very light, very soft. It is not a strong fragrance, and it doesn't last a really long time. It's very much a skin scent. This is, I believe, an eau de toilette concentration, and this would be great for Netflix and chill, cuddling on the couch, or wearing to bed. The only times I think I would ever wear this is like cuddling on the couch with my partner, like romantic movie night, or wearing to bed kind of thing, because it is very soft. It does not last, and it is just a really nice skin scent. So I don't have anything against it. It's very pleasant. I'm kind of underwhelmed by it. And I mean, it was a really good deal. I only paid, I think, $40 or something like that. It wasn't expensive. I figured it was a pretty good blind buy. I may as well try it out and see how I liked it. And yeah, I just don't think this is going to be lasting in my collection. It would be an easy grab and go, easy, intimate, sensual cuddling, but I don't love it. I'm not in love with it. So yeah, this is Armani Code Luna. If I was to recommend a fragrance that smelled like this but is better, I would just go with Poison Girl from Dior. This smells like a lighter version of Poison Girl from Dior, and I would go with the Eau de Parfum Poison Girl, because the Eau de Toilette does not have great performance, but the Eau de Parfum does have good performance. So if you guys were interested in this one, my recommendation would be not to go for this one, just to go for the Poison Girl Eau de Parfum, because they're very similar, but Poison Girl is better and lasts longer. So the next one, you guys, is not going to be staying in my collection. Let me just go on the limb and tell you that right now. This is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, and this is the original Eau de Toilette. Why did I buy this? That is a very good question. I'm asking myself the same thing. I do not like this perfume any more now than I did 6 months ago, than I did a year ago, than I did 5 years ago. Believe it or not, I actually used to like light blue and have a bottle when I was in my early 20s, and I actually really liked it. I remember smelling it on my boss at the time and thinking, oh my gosh, you smell incredible, what are you wearing? And I remember going out and buying a bottle of this. And everybody knows the scent. I don't really need to go into it too much. It is a very fresh, citrusy, woody fragrance. There's also some musk, and it's a very likable fragrance. It's a very popular, like, I think one of the best-selling women's perfumes of all time. It's right up there with La Vie Est Belle. This is a popular scent. And I bought it because I was determined to make myself like it. Yeah. Lesson learned, you can't make yourself like something you don't like. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. So the bottle is really nice, and I kind of wish that I liked this. I don't know what it is about this. There's something in here that I just find very harsh and very screechy and gives me a headache. I want to like it for a few reasons. I want to like it because, number one, everyone else seems to like it. So I feel like, what's wrong with me? There has to be something that I'm missing. Maybe if I wear it a few times, it'll grow on me. I want to like it because it's a great perfume, because I know it's a great perfume. I honestly think this is a masterpiece. Like, this is obviously one of the best citrusy, fresh summer creations. I also want to like it because my boyfriend loves the scent. He's obsessed with it. If he could only choose me one fresh summertime scent for the rest of my life, it would be this one. He loves it. Part of me wants to like it because I think it would be a great fragrance to wear in the summertime, around him, obviously. So there's a lot of reasons why I want to like this. Maybe it's worth keeping because you never know. I just can't bring myself to put this with my summer perfumes because when I look at it, I know I don't like it. Every time I see it, I want to throw it in the declutter bin. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to hold on to it and just see if my thoughts or feelings change about it at some point in the future. Okay, the next one, you guys, was generously gifted to me from Twisted Lily, and this is from Wilhelm Parfumery, and this is Poets of Berlin. So this fragrance has been getting a little bit more hype recently. So this is a fruity, woody vanilla fragrance. And first of all, before we get into the notes, I do want to give you a little bit of a close-up of the bottle. So that is the top, the lid. Really beautiful. I love the label on this. I love the design of the bottle. I love the juice. This is just such a unique, beautiful, cute bottle. Love the packaging, you guys. So the notes that you have in here are blueberry, lemon, bamboo, orris, vanilla, sandalwood, and vetiver. I will say that there's something about this that I find very addictive. There's something about it that I want to keep coming back to and smelling. So like I say, this is a fruity, woody, vanilla perfume. And it's kind of an interesting perfume because if I put this on my clothing, you guys, it pulls very, very woody. I get a lot of that bamboo. I get a lot of the vetiver. I get a lot of the sandalwood. It's a very relaxing, slightly vanillic, not so sweet, woody fragrance. Very relaxing. However, when I put this on my skin, it pulls the opposite direction. The woodiness kind of dulls down a little bit and it gets very, very fruity. And for some reason, the blueberry and the vanilla and the bamboo come together on my skin and pull banana. I literally get bananas on my skin. Not like 100% super strong, anything like that. If you don't like bananas, I think there's still a chance you're gonna like this perfume, but it kind of does pull a little bit banana on me. So it's really interesting. And it's very sweet. It's very, very feminine, very fruity. And this lasts for a really, really long time as well. So this is a really beautiful fragrance. Let me just take the lid off here. So that's what the lid looks like. Super cute. And this is the bottle without the lid. I just love this bottle so much. You guys, like I say, there is something addictive about this perfume. Every time I smell it, I like it more and more. It definitely took me by surprise when I first smelled it. This is not what I would consider to be a safe blind buy, but it's definitely one to check out. And if you did blind buy it, if you did buy it, I would say give it some time because I don't know, there's something so juicy and addictive about this, and I really like it actually. I have to wear it a little bit more because like I say right now, I'm kind of not sure if I love the way the blueberry pulls on my skin, but this is such a sweet, addictive, woody vanilla fragrance. It's also very comforting. There's something comforting about this as well. I think because of that bamboo that's in there and those woody notes and the vanilla, the dry down of this is gorgeous. The dry down is this subtly sweet, woody vanilla fragrance that just lingers forever, and it does smell quite nice. When you walk outside and you pick this up on yourself, it does smell quite nice, and it's just very unique. It's very, very unique. I haven't smelled anything quite like it. And like I say, the very first thing that I picked up when I smelled this on my skin was banana, but it didn't put me off. It just kind of was different. It's a very different perfume. If you're looking for something unique, I honestly can't say that I have smelled anything quite like Poets of Berlin. I have to say as well, because I do have German roots, I kind of love the name. I know that Poets of Berlin has nothing to do with me and my German roots, but I still kind of like the name because of that. I just think it sounds kind of romantic. I just think the name is just beautiful. Everything about this I think is just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it's very, very unique. This is one of the most niche vanillas I have. It's definitely not mainstream. but it's gorgeous and it's sweet and it's comforting and it's perfect for fall and winter. So the next fragrance is one from Givenchy, and currently I did not have any other Givenchy fragrances in my collection, and I kind of started getting a little bit intrigued because of the whole L'Interdit thing and just watching people's videos talking about all of the Givenchy perfumes, and I realized I didn't have a Givenchy in my collection. So the notes that you have in here are saffron, thyme, and mandarin orange. You also have lily, ylang ylang, and orchid, and in the base you have vanilla, tonka bean, Brazilian rosewood, and oak moss. I do have it on a tester strip, and honestly, on paper, it is not doing it justice. Same thing with the Carolina Herrera Good Girl Legere. It does not do it justice on paper. You have to actually have it on your skin. But this fragrance, you guys, I have to say, this is what I would consider to be a very confident boss woman, sexy fragrance. This fragrance is the type of perfume that a woman wears when she is confident and she knows what she wants and she gets what she wants. That's what this conjures up to me. A very confident, sultry, mature woman. I don't think this is a very young, youthful, flirty, like young girl fragrance. I think this is a very powerful, confident, boss woman, sexy type of perfume, and I really, really like it. I think this will be great for date nights. It is a very dark perfume. It's definitely an evening perfume. It's a high heel and little black dress kind of perfume. And yeah, so I don't really have too much else to say about it other than that. Really good performance, and yeah, so Ange Demon has made its way into my date night collection. I do also have the L'Ange Noir coming, and I will share my thoughts on that one when it comes. Apparently it's even better than this one. So the next one, and our second last one, is from ANNICK GOUTAL, and this was generously gifted to me as well from Twisted Lily, and this is called ETOILE de NUIT. And this, you guys, is such a beautiful fragrance. This is probably one of the most elegant, beautiful, sort of cosmetic-y, lipsticky type of fragrances I've ever smelled. If you like those fragrances like Replica Lipstick On or Juliet Has a Gun Lipstick Fever, this is one that you will definitely like as well. So let me just give you a bit of a close-up of the bottle. Such a stunning bottle. If you guys watch my channel, you know that I'm a huge fan of ANNICK GOUTAL. They're just gorgeous. They're all perfectly suited for a formal or sensual date night and just beautiful. So I love this bottle. It does have the little charm on the side. It's got the really cute scarf on the top. The notes that you have in here are iris, raspberry, and rose. And I think there might be more in here. That's just what's listed on Fragrantica, but this is a subtly sweet, very minimally rosy. Like, it's not a very rosy scent. I wouldn't have picked that up in here at all. What this smells like to me is just, again, kind of that vintage lipstick, powdery fragrance. So this is just a very elegant, beautiful, powdery, cosmetic-y scent. It's very, very romantic. I would say this is probably one of the most romantic, elegant, powdery fragrances that I've ever smelled. It's a very soft fragrance. It's not a big projector. This is definitely a closer to the skin scent, but I think that's what it's designed to be. So this is not the type of perfume you would wear if you wanted to fill a room or get a whole bunch of attention. Definitely, I think if you were within arm's length, you walked by somebody or you got close, you leaned in to give somebody a hug or a kiss or to greet them, they're definitely going to pick this up on you, and it just smells very, very powdery and feminine and a little bit sweet and just beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful scent. This would be a perfect kind of intimate occasion date night scent. If you know you're going to be close to somebody, this is perfect. And it's not too much. It's not like over the top or super flirty or super youthful or anything like that. So this is Étoile de Nuit, and it's really beautiful. And this one definitely is making its way into my date night arsenal. So now to move on to the one that everybody is probably anticipating the most, which is my newest acquisition from Guerlain, and this is from L'Art et la Matière collection, or Art and Materials collection. I hope I'm pronouncing all of that properly. And this is Spiritueuse Double Vanille. So this fragrance, you guys, is one of the most popular vanillas in the world in Fragcom. Very well-known vanilla fragrance, super highly coveted. I think all of the fragrances from L'Art et la Matière collection, including Coeur Beluga and Tonka Imperiale and Angelique Noir, they are just beautiful fragrances. Some of the best fragrances I've ever smelled, honestly, you guys. This was not a blind purchase. I've had a sample of this for a really long time, and to be honest, I didn't really play around with it too much because this was such a hard to find perfume, and I didn't I didn't even think I would ever own a bottle of this because I couldn't find a bottle. Everywhere I looked, they were sold out. They're very hard to find here in Canada. Finally, I heard that they were going to be repackaging these fragrances. So these are the new bottles. They did come in those previously sort of rectangular versions, which by the way, I have to say I actually really liked. I think I almost preferred the previous bottle. But as soon as I heard that these were going to be available at Holt Renfrew here in Canada, I called and placed an order. So where do I begin with this? Why don't I show you the beautiful packaging first? The amazing thing about these new packages is you can fully customize them. So you can choose the color of the plate on the top. And I went with this beautiful sort of, I think it's leather or faux leather, and it's pink. And then I also customized the cord and I went with pink. I love the color pink. And then you can also choose the color of this little piece here. You can either go with gold or black, and I went with black. You can also have it customized with your initials. So I did have my initials placed on the side. And otherwise, that is what the bottle looks like. Just really beautiful. It does have the Guerlain trademark B on the back. Just an absolutely stunning bottle. So the notes that you have in here are incense, pink pepper, bergamot, cedar, ylang ylang, Bulgarian rose, jasmine, vanilla, and benzoin. And I do have this on my arm, you guys. And this is just one of the most beautiful, unique, sweet vanillas I've ever smelt. If you have ever smelt ANNICK, GOUTAL, NUIT, et Confidence, they are very similar. They share a couple of similar notes. They both have bergamot, they both have incense, they both have a vanillic accord to them. However, I do have to say I prefer this to NUIT, et Confidence. If you guys watch my channel, you know that I did recently let that one go because there was something in the opening that I didn't love. There was something I felt I had to get through to get to the end result. You guys, I love this perfume from beginning to finish. I love the opening of this perfume. It's a little bit incensey. There's a little bit of a freshness to it, almost a little bit of a green herbal kind of a quality to it. There's also some floral facets to it, so it's not just a basic vanilla perfume. I've smelled a lot of vanilla perfumes lately that were beautiful, but very overpoweringly vanilla. Something like Indel Tihoda, which is beautiful, but that one for me was just too much vanilla. It was just too much vanilla. This one has so many facets to it. It has so much personality, and yet at the same time, it really is just a beautiful caramelized vanilla. It's gorgeous, you guys. The longevity with this is pretty good as well. I have no performance issues with this at all. I can go into a little bit more depth and do like a full Spiritueuse Double Vanille review with you guys later on. But I just love it, you guys. I'm so happy to have this. This is definitely one of the nicest vanillas I've ever smelt. It's one of the best perfumes in general that I think I have in my collection, and I'm just really, really happy to have it. So this is Spiritueuse Double Vanille from Guerlain. I also wanted to show you this little Guerlain B bottle. This was actually a gift with purchase when I purchased my Spiritueuse Double Vanille. So I did get my fragrance from Holt Renfrew. I live in Canada. I have a lot of people writing me and asking me, where did you get your Spiritueuse Double Vanille? I got it from Holt Renfrew. I did have to phone them, and it did come really quickly after I ordered it. The shipping time was great. Excellent customer service. I was able to completely, fully customize my bottle upon placing my order. She asked me if I wanted engraving. She asked me what colors I wanted. So I did get the full experience. If you live in the United States, you can actually go directly on the Guerlain website and you can do it all on their website, which is really, really nice. I wish we had the option here in Canada. I really wish that they would make more perfumes like this available here in Canada. It's kind of annoying that you have to go through like 10 steps or 10 hoops to find what you want here in Canada. But that's okay because we have a lot of water. But yes, I got this beautiful little refillable B bottle as a gift with purchase, as well as I got another little sample. I got a beautiful fan. I got a couple of really pretty ceramic jars. Yeah, it was just gorgeous. Like the presentation and everything that came with it was wonderful. The customer service at Holt Renfrew was wonderful. So you guys, that is my little haul. And just to quickly recap, we have the Carolina Herrera Good Girl Legere, which I think is a beautiful, sultry, slightly fresher, and I think a little bit more sophisticated take on the original Good Girl, and I love it. We have the Ange Diamant, which I think is going to be great for date nights. We have the Brazilian Crush CHEIROSA 71, which is just an easy, light, simple grab and go fragrance and very affordable. We have the Armani Code Luna, which I'm probably going to be decluttering because I'm just kind of underwhelmed with it, and there's better fragrances out there. We have the Louis Vuitton Coeur Battant, which is going to be amazing for summertime. Beautiful, classy chypre fragrance. We have the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, which I'm probably never going to love as much as I would like to love it. I don't think I'm ever going to love it. We have the Étoile de Nuit from ANNICK GOUTAL, which is stunning and just a beautiful, soft, intimate lipstick scent. We have the Poets of Berlin from Wilhelm Parfumery, which is a really interesting, unique, sweet, fruity, woody vanilla, and I just think it's beautiful. And then we also have the Spiritueuse Double Vanille from GUERLAIN, their new packaging from L'Art et la Matière collection, and I just am in love with it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this haul. There's a couple of quote-unquote losers or ones that will not be sticking around, but most of them are wins, and I'm just so happy to have them. So yeah, that is it for today's video. So that was it for today's video, you guys. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on these perfumes, if you've tried any of them out, especially the Ange du Monde from Givenchy, because that one isn't a super popular one. I don't hear people talking about it a lot. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to talking to you down below in the comments, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye for now.